I'm starting to think that maybe the sport of MMA is having some growing pains. What I mean is, in general, especially since the start of the year, I see a lot of weird little mistakes, oversights, things that are a little late, things like that. You know, and in a company, in business, when you get to a certain point, you have to fill in the middle. Meaning you need really good administrative people, you need middle managers. I've seen it a couple times over my lifetime where we got to a certain point and it just got rough until we fixed the problems. And it's that middle piece. And I don't know, it just seems since the beginning of the year that I've seen it. I saw it in one quite a bit, with them putting up information of who was fighting when and stuff. I've seen it in UFC a couple times lately. Well, just two examples that I have that I'll show you in a second, and then there's lots more. But they're little dumb things. They don't mean anything. I'm not criticizing anybody. Just, I don't know, popped into my head a little while ago, and I'm like, I don't know, it's just seems like across the board, and I don't know. You know, as far as the UFC, maybe it's because at this point they have so many shows, so many deals, so many fighters, you know, so many companies in the sense of Dana, was he Hollerhead and the Bull, and how many different TV shows? 3, 4? I don't even know how many TV shows. Looking for a fight and all that stuff, and I don't know. There's just a lot going on that is related to the sport in general. And like I said, I don't think it's only UFC. I think I've seen it in one, quite a bit lately in one. I think it was like the day before the Friday fights, I was finally able to find out who was fighting. That's kind of last minute, you know. But I mean, here's a quick dumb example. Doesn't mean anything, but you see Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway, and then you go down, canceled. Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway. I'm like, whoa. I happened to see that, and I wasn't looking at this one. So this was yesterday or the day before. And I saw it canceled, and I'm like, no. I was freaking out. And then I'm looking back at the card, and it's right there. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Total goofy thing that happens, no big deal. But then I mentioned, I think last week in a video, you still got this. March 2nd, TBD versus TBD. There's nothing on the card yet. Not the end of the world, it's March 2nd. It's a month-ish away. It's not like it's, you know, the week of or whatever. They have plenty of other things to promote. So it's not like the end of the world. Just you don't tend to see this, especially with the UFC, on a weekly basis. They tend to update everything. I don't know, maybe they do it more often, but I notice that things seem to get done on a weekly basis, and they're, you know, a month or two out or whatever. It's always in plenty of time. When I notice something traditionally, it's far ahead of time, and so I always don't even think really twice about it, because it's a big business, you know, with a lot of moving parts. But I see more lately. It's just everybody's still a little on vacation over the little vacation we had there at the end of the year. I don't know. Just wow.